How do we feel about coming in here and getting that Christmas Eve dub?
He's ready. He's out.
Stidham is now the starting quarterback.
Whoa! Bill's going to sit there and just be okay with being told he can't pick that guy? So we're back, another episode of the Dan and Ninko Show, episode 118. And it's a sad episode. You know why?
Sad?
It's so sad.
Why?
The Patriots aren't going to get their quarterback.
Yes, they are.
No.
Jaden Daniels will be there at the fourth.
Look at this. See this? Oh, 2-4. They went from 2-4 on a win.
But two of the teams
Christmas
ahead of them,
Eve.
might not take quarterbacks.
Oh, they're going to take a
The
quarterback.
Bears going to take a quarterback?
Yeah.
Then the Patriots should just trade for Justin Fields. Then.
You want Justin Fields?
I'd rather have Justin Fields than most of these quarterbacks.
Zappy. Zappy won that game on the road, Mile High.
The defense won that game.
Defense is good.
Yeah.
Defense is
You
good.
see Christian Barmore?
If I get back, if I was to get into coaching, that'd be a great spot.
I know. Yeah, it would be an easy thing to go deep. Right?
Okay, they got some good guys, a good team, good
But
defense.
How good is Christian Barmore, though, with 3 sacks?
I mean, he's a good player.
But he's a really good player.
Yeah,
he's really
a
come to his
really
own.
good player. Yeah, but how
imagine
much
if you were
is
on
that
the-
more on him or Russell Wilson being a moron?
Well, Barmore has been on a tear lately. I mean, imagine if you wouldn't you have liked to have been one of the ends with Christian Barmore in the middle?
Yeah, I would like to have been an outside linebacker with Richard Seymour or Ty Warren or I
Vince Wilfork?
I did have V inside, but that was different.
Did you play with Wilfork?
Yeah,
Oh, of course you did.
but he was
It was at the
he
end.
was
though.
inside.
But it was at the end, though, guys.
It was at the end.
Yeah.
I would love to have a guy next to you. Imagine running a me game with Joe Volano. I love you, Joe, if you're listening, but it's different. It's a little different.
Yeah.
When me and Chandler Jones were running me games, he would come over to my side. We were just killing people, and then it's just
I think if you got Barmore there,
ran out
right?
of the personnel in the D-line department.
If you have Barmore next to you, they got to either double team you or double team him, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
then you're
why
screwed. You put
look
somebody
at
one-on-one.
if you look at some of these teams that have an X factor at the outside linebacker position, or Aaron Donald, or the Eagles when you had Cox on the inside that needed 3 guys to make sure he wasn't just running through your offensive line, and you're the outside guy, Chris Long, and you're just eating off of it.
That's what I mean with Barmore. You could be there though, he's becoming that type of player on the inside.
What's your takeaway in that win? I'll give you my takeaway.
I mean, they're all playing for Bill. Bill should be the coach next year.
I was absolutely shocked that kicker made that kick.
That was a nice kick. I mean, that's a hard kick though.
It's a hard kick, but I'm saying he was
game on the
missing.
Line. It's a 56-yard.
He's missed a lot of field goals this year. He bong off the freaking side of the pole.
He has the leg to do it though. He has the leg to kick.
Hey, you can have the power, but if you don't have the accuracy,
yeah, but isn't that the type of kick though that could propel him? Like that could just change his whole career.
Confidence?
Yeah, isn't kicking just mostly confidence?
Today's episode of the Dan and Ninko Show is sponsored by BetterHelp, an online therapy platform that connects you with licensed therapists via chat, phone call, or message. It's no secret that life throws curveballs at us, whether it's the ups and downs of following our favorite NFL team like the New England Patriots, or personal challenges we face every day.
Just like in sports where players benefit from a coach's guidance, many of us could use a helping hand in navigating life's complexities. BetterHelp makes it incredibly easy to find that support. After completing a simple questionnaire, in most cases, users are matched with a licensed therapist within 48 hours or less. This ease of access is crucial, especially when you're dealing with the emotional burdens or just need a sounding board.
The beauty of BetterHelp is the flexibility. You're not bound to the location or limited by traditional office hours. If you ever feel the need to switch therapists, you can do so easily without additional costs, removing any stress associated with the process. BetterHelp is dedicated to making therapy affordable and accessible to all. If you're interested in starting your therapy journey, visit betterhelp.com/danandninko to get 10% off your first month. This link is also in the description below. Thank you to BetterHelp for supporting this channel and making mental wellness more accessible. Yeah, till next week and an 80-mile-an-hour wind at home or something.
Yeah, it's a little different though. I mean, you have that excuse.
Get you.
He crushed that kick, though.
It's
It was perfect.
Mile high, baby. Ball flies off your foot.
That was good from like 60 plus.
I hated playing there. It's the worst.
The,
Sean Payton.
Well,
the check that they gave me voided. The Broncos check for me helping coach.
Yeah.
For a couple days. They just voided that thing.
Why?
Because the Patriots beat them.
Is that they were hoping for you to come in there and help?
Right the ship.
Wow. So no more coaching jobs for Ninko?
I don't think so.
Right the ship.
That's it.
They couldn't beat Bailey Zappi?
What? So I don't understand all the people like upset that Sean Payton yelled at Russell Wilson. Don't you want that out of your head coach? I mean, I know that was last week, but wouldn't you want your head coach? What if your quarterback, and this is what I feel like could happen potentially with Russell Wilson, because I feel like he's that guy. Yeah. You know, we got to play better situation. Yeah. Real smart guy, but would screw up something over and over and over and over again. And Sean Payton's like, listen here, I've told you 10 effing times to do it this way, and you didn't do it this way, and you held the ball, and now you're sacked, you're throwing an interception. Do it the right way, or I'm going to sit your ass down and put in Jared Stidham. Jared Stidham. Is it Jared Stidham?
Jared.
I said Jason.
Yeah.
Stiddy, who the Patriots should have kept Stidham.
He'd be the starting quarterback right now and probably be playing pretty damn well.
Yeah, and he'd be your bridge guy.
I think you wouldn't need a bridge guy, I don't think.
He'd be the guy?
A receiver.
He'd be the guy?
I think so. I mean, look with the Raiders last year when he came in. He was really good.
He was really good. But then why would the Raiders let him? Oh, because they got Jimmy G.
Yeah.
And then they brought in Hoyer for
Josh McDaniels listened to the podcast nonstop
money.
of Rob Ninkovich saying you got to bring Jimmy G in. Jimmy G's one of the best quarterbacks out there. Blah 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 blah. Fucking
I don't
terrible.
think he wasn't listening to the debate. Okay.
I don't know. He was damn well convinced.
It was a good idea.
The GM
just didn't work out. Now that
GM wanted to draft CJ Stroud. And
what do you think? What do you think of Kansas City? What do you think of Kansas City right now? They're
kind of falling apart.
They're falling apart at a terrible time.
It's a talent drain, though, too. I mean,
did you see the bump? Did you see the bump?
Oh, from Andy Reid to
that
Kelsey?
Andy Reid gave to Kelsey?
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
Little bump?
Yeah, go upstairs with Taylor Swift.
You know, slamming your helmet like that, I don't like, personally. You slam your helmet down, your things fly out, your freaking shell gets all messed. They got to fix it. Your pads move.
And I think kind of
so when they're giving it back to him, I like the fact that Andy Reid was like, no, don't give him that shit. He doesn't deserve his helmet. He's going to disrespect it like that. Don't give him a helmet.
Yeah.
He's not going back in.
Andy Reid's a good coach.
He is a good coach.
I just think that it's going to be, I think you're going to start seeing a downfall of the Chiefs, though. They don't have much talent on the wide receiver position. Kelsey is losing a step.
Did you hear something about the Al Michaels isn't calling any of the playoff games because he talked about Taylor Swift?
That's supposedly what.
Is that real?
I don't know if it's real, but that's.
He's not doing the playoffs?
I don't think he's doing the playoffs at all.
That's iconic. Why would you? That's like not having Madden do some of the playoffs or any of the. He's an iconic voice.
Yeah, and he's good with it too.
Very good with it. He could work forever.
And people, it says, Al Michael will not call upcoming NFL playoffs for NBC Sports amid criticism over his energy. That's what they're saying.
His energy?
Yeah.
What's wrong with his energy? He's not doing backflips? What the hell are you talking about? His energy, his voice is supposed to be rhythmic in the way he talks.
Well,
and
you're supposed to have
the
two guys, they're supposed to play off each other, right? Like,
exactly. So it's not his fault if the other guy doesn't bring him up. He's supposed to call the plays, call the game, and talk. I mean, think about who was the older guy that used to do it with Madden?
Pat Summerall.
Yeah,
he didn't have much energy.
No, he was hey, it's Pat Summerall, and it's a cold day in Foxborough.
Yeah.
Like, I remember playing Madden 95.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, like, if you still had Pat Summerall around and John Madden, and you just said, hey, they're not going to call a Super Bowl.
No, it's because
year.
we're all watching television. And you have Stephen A. Smith doing his jumping jacks, and then you got all these other guys.
Like the Manning cast.
I like the Manning cast, though.
I don't watch that.
So the thing is, the Manning cast, when they're going back and forth, I like having the guests that they have on.
Yeah.
Because it's a big range of guys, and they're just shooting the shit, talking.
Yep.
It's better than the dead lulls in a game where you have somebody just spewing shit that they don't know what they're talking about.
Like Romo.
Oh, God. This guy here.
What's up now, too? You see that Tommy Cutlets is been benched?
What happened to him?
Benched.
No more?
No more.
No
Tyrod
more?
Taylor's taking back over.
I like Tyrod. I played against Tyrod. He's an old guy
Tyrod Taylor's
now.
a good player.
He's a good player.
He's,
Right here. What do you do? Throw too many interceptions?
He had like 50 yards in the
To the
third
guy,
quarter.
you can't throw the ball to the other player on the other team.
Well, that was the thing to go back to the Chiefs game. Did you see that? I don't think Aiden O'Connell completed a pass after the first quarter.
How did they win? So this is what I did. So when I saw that the Raiders won, I went to Raiders verse right there, clicked on that, and I looked at the stat line.
9 of 21 for
9 for 20,
yards.
62 yards, no touchdowns. I'm like, who the hell scored the points?
Yeah.
Nobody had a touchdown.
No.
How did they score the points? They scored 20
Well,
points.
Did you see the Jack Jones interception, what he did to the kid in the stands?
Oh, yeah, he faked him out.
Yeah, he grinched him.
Great guy. Great guy. He's a good player, though. I mean, he's done a insider trading. That's what happened, though. It's a weird thing that happened. Nobody investigates that.
There was back-to-back, a fumble for a touchdown and then the interception for a touchdown. Back-to-back.
Yeah, that's you got
Do you have the video of Jack Jones?
let's see. Good old
I mean,
Belichick.
this is Christmas Day too, right? That game was Christmas Day.
Did you see Bill's reaction to winning the game? He never reacts to anything.
No.
No, he didn't even do that. He was just
Yeah.
like, shit, I got to coach again. Next year, here.
There it is. Jack Jones.
Let's see. Okay.
He's looking for somebody,
Hey,
looking for
kid.
somebody.
Nope. Hey, kid. Oh, psych.
But like he like looked for a little kid
He looked
though
for a
too.
little
Look,
kid.
I mean, he's
He
here.
did. He's looking for nope. Where's a kid?
Yeah,
Where's a
there a
kid?
little
There's a
kid?
kid. There's a kid. Come on here. You got nope.
Yeah. What a fucking piece of shit.
What is Mahomes doing right there? Go back. Sell out, Mahomes. You could have yard sailed him right there. He just quit right there. Sell out. Blow his
I'm
knees
surprised
out.
yeah, why didn't he get there?
He's stopped.
He's a bigger guy than Jack Jones
Yes.
too. I mean, it's not like you've got it's not like it was Chandler Jones versus Mac Jones last year. You just got stiff armed to China, just right through.
Right to the ground. Was that Sean Payton? You guys enjoying the show? There's a few ways that you can support the Dan and Ninko Show. First being subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Or you can become a super fan. Go to danandninko.com. First month is 50% off, so it's only $5 to subscribe. That gives you an exclusive chat with Ninko and I on Discord, access to exclusive content, 15% off our brand new merch store, which has some really cool stuff in it, our members only merch, and you get notified when we have special guests on the show.
What is that? Adam Schefter. Sean Payton met with Russell Wilson to inform him of his decision.
Oh, Jared, Stidham is now the starting quarterback.
Whoa! We just let's ride.
We just talked about it.
We just talked about
a minute
that.
ago. Adam Schefter reported it.
Wow. Stidham, starting
What does that mean for
quarterback.
Russell Wilson now, though?
He's done.
I mean, but they're stuck with him.
No, they'll trade him.
Who's
You
going to
want
trade
him?
for him? No,
I think
like for $50 million a year.
no.
That's what it is. Isn't
There's
it?
an out though this year.
I don't think
There's
there
an out.
was.
Yes, there is. There's an out. I think it's 2024. They can get out of it. So he had to be there this year. Stiddy's that guy, man. He's gonna kill it too. What's the remainder of the Denver season? What do they got for the rest of the year?
They had 2 games left.
But they're potentially in the playoffs, right? If don't they have to play
There is a potential out. You're right. After the 2025 season for Russell Wilson,
2025
or
So he's got-
2026 season, there's a potential out.
What? So they got 2 more years that they got to pay him?
2024 is 35.4 million.
Ugh.
His dead cap hit would be 85 million.
Oh. Hey. Oh.
And then-
Walmart. Hey, go to Walmart. They're worth what, 90 billion?
And then
They're not sweating that.
2025, his contract is
So they got the Chargers and then the Raiders.
Holy shit. His cap hit in 2025 is not dead cap, just cap hit. $55.4 million.
Yuck. Dude.
Well, you have to have
When
Stidham,
when you sign a contract like that, are they like, I've never been in that position, but when you sign that deal, you're like, I locked them in. I got them. I got you, bitch. I got you. I suck, but I got you.
5-year, $242 million.
Oh my God, gross. And they didn't have to do that.
No, they just
traded for him, and you could have said, play your ass off, and we'll reward you if you ball out. No, he got there, and they let's road him. Check. Let's road.
Yeah, basically, it says on here that potential out 2026, $31.2 million dead cap hit.
Let's road this guy a check. I'll road him a check. Oh, man. I keep watching that. Can we scroll past that? What the hell? Him coming out. Sat him down. Sat him down.
No, did you see him? He was going to give people high fives.
There's nobody there.
I know.
He's envisioning coming out before the game in the tunnel.
Going to practice.
That's what he's doing. Yes, he's like coming out of the tunnel, do the cross. No. Did you
get up like out of your bed at night and just like get up and just start like running around like high fiving fans?
Bro. I'm old. I'm trying to get one of those from my wife. She won't even give me a high five.
It's because you shaved.
It's back.
No, it's not.
Oh, man. Good old Zappy. What we got? Oh, the awkwardness? How's this one? What do we got? What do we got?
Oh, this
post game, Bill?
No.
It's like, shit. I'm not going to the Chargers now.
He doesn't want to leave.
He might.
He doesn't want to leave.
What we got? Zappy? There it is. Good job, David. Great work. Get out of here. Meow. Oh, awkward hug.
Fucking don't touch me.
Barrymore, what a big man.
Yeah, B. Yeah, Sprout. Yeah, B.
Oh, caress.
Great job, fellas. That's some tough key plays right there. We had to have them. Be more 3 sacks.
Did you say his name wrong? Is it Barrymore?
Yeah. Kicker, great job kicking.
Good job kicking, man.
Fucking hit a field goal finally.
Even though your ass had a bus ticket out of here if you missed that one.
Pull up the other thing. Watch this.
What is this?
You'll like this one.
Uh-oh. Who's breaking it down? Slate?
Do you have your ear in?
Yeah.
No.
Slate took the road trip. There it is.
Listen, how do we feel about coming in here and getting that Christmas Eve dub?
Notice in the back.
How do we feel about coming in here and getting that Christmas Eve dub?
He's ready. He's out.
How do we feel about coming in here and getting that Christmas Eve dub?
He's pissed that he's getting a player check.
How do we feel about coming in here?
See ya.
What a big guy.
Was Slater a healthy scratch, by the way?
No, he was injured.
Was he?
Yeah. Hamstring. Can't run with no hamstrings.
Yeah. You think it's it for Slater now?
I would assume. He's played a long time. What's the point of burning it from both ends? I mean,
$2.5
shit.
million?
Keep paying me $2 million to run down on a touchback. That's awesome. I would
You'll
do it. I'd run down on a kickoff right now. It's all touchbacks. Mm-hmm.
So there's a new report. I love these reports that come out about Belichick.
Love these reports.
They're my favorite because like it's where is it?
Good old Trent Brown. That's a good kick right there. Damn.
Patriots rumor. Robert Kraft conflicted on Bill Belichick's future.
Oh boy. Gonna keep him around.
Of course he's conflicted. You have to be conflicted, don't you?
I'm conflicted. Well, what do you do?
I'm pretty sure that that he's going to be here next year.
$25 million says pretty much.
He controls what's going to happen. Bill controls it.
Here's my question to everybody. Bill comes back. They're a 4-win team right now.
Yeah.
4 wins. say they lose the rest of they're going to play the Bills, right? They play in
They're at least going
Buffalo.
to go 1-1.
What's the last 2 games?
Jets and Bills. Bills.
The
and
Jets are going
at
to
home.
quit. So the Jets are the Jets the way that they are
bare
right
minimum,
now.
They're a 5-win team.
They're going to be yes. So they're a 5-12 team.
Yeah.
5-12 because
Yep.
Buffalo needs to win. They play Buffalo next?
Yeah, this Sunday.
Yeah. So 5-12, you go with Bill next year.
Mm-hmm.
Give them do you bring in a GM or do you just keep everything as it is?
I think you bring in a GM.
So you bring in a GM.
Well, because I think you can sell.
And then
it
the
to
GM
Bill.
says, "Nope, I don't want this guy. I want." Bill's going to sit there and just be okay with being told he can't pick that guy or being told this is what you need.
But what if Bill went to Kraft and said, "I'm fine with having a GM because here's the thing.
Of course,
I'm only
'cause
here
he
for
just-
2 more years, so you need a GM that's going to be here for 10 years, right? Because it's not planning for 2 years; it's planning for 10 years now.
Yeah.
So I think he'd be okay with it. And if he is, Bill, do you really think Bill wants to go somewhere else? I think he wants to get the coaching record.
I think that he would go somewhere if he is doubted and the team lets him go. He would want to stick it to the Patriots and tell
but
them.
if he had it
show
his
them.
way, he wouldn't leave.
Well, why would listen?
Why would he leave?
Why would you want to go somewhere if you've been here solo? You got your Nantucket house, you got your
What do you mean?
house in Brookline, wherever the hell he's
With
at.
the Hood Rats and like Quincy
Yeah,
or whatever.
you're going to Brockton for your your booty calls. You got everything you need right here. You go out to any place, doesn't matter
You
where
don't
you
have to
go.
pay.
You're the guy.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
You're the man.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to LA and
No,
you
he
dodge
don't- he
the
don't wanna
bums
go
on the
anywhere.
street.
He doesn't want to go anywhere.
Screw that.
He wants to stay here, and I think that they're going to come up with a plan to keep him here. And I think it might be that they hire a GM, but maybe they hire a GM with Bill's approval, like a Scott Pioli or something like that.
Well, have you heard that there's reports that there's tension between Mayo and Bill?
Yeah,
That's been out there.
yeah.
Or that
I think-
because
I think that's true though.
so do you keep the same staff? You keep everybody as they are?
That's the tough.
Well, like your special teams aren't really that good this year.
Well, Joe Judge, I think, will be gone.
You
because
let up a
his
lot.
contract is up because he's, this is the last year he gets paid by the Giants. I think.
Yeah, so I'm saying I think that the relationships there with other guys that are coaches, there needs to be some type of changeover. You're going to have so the
there's
same
gonna- I
guys
don't
that are in
think
the
there's
locker
gonna
room
be.
right now.
The rumor is Billy O'Brien's going to stay.
But the guys that are in the locker room right now have experienced this weird, strange year.
But they do know, like especially the defensive side of the ball, they know if they just get any type of production out of the offense, they're a playoff team with how good their defense is. I mean, you had a stretch with
The defense is really good. The defense, well, look at the 49ers. They just got their asses beat by the Ravens. If you look at the whole league
yeah, but
right
that
now,
wasn't because of the defense though. Fucking Purdy
if the
threw 4
Patriots
interceptions.
had their corner, if they had Judon, they possibly would be the best defense in the.
They would be the best
They would be the
defense
best
in the NFL.
defense in the league.
You're also missing. You're not just missing your number 1 corner and your number 1 end. You're also missing like your number 3 corner.
So it's
you're
at the end of
missing
the day.
a lot of players.
At the end of the day, it's a quarterback issue.
yeah,
They
that's all
don't
it
have a
is.
quarter. It's a quarterback, receiver, and line issue. They don't have an
See,
offensive
I'm
line.
not even sure it's 100% the receivers though. At this point,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't 100% think it's.
Okay, well,
like,
if
could
you
the
had
receiving
AJ
crew be
Brown
better?
or
Yes,
DK
yes,
Metcalf
of
or all these
course.
guys that they missed on,
Of course,
you had AJ Brown in his closet crying because he wanted to be a
I know.
Patriot.
No, of course. If you have like a stud number 1 wide receiver, it changes everything. But I don't think their receiving room is as bad as what people say it is or think it is. I mean, Demario Douglas is going to break the record for rookie receptions, and he's only going to play like 8, 9 games, 10 games.
Why does my neck need to crack?
He's like 1 reception away from Aaron Hernandez's rookie record for receptions.
Good old Hernandez.
And then you got Bourne that's been out, but he's going to come back. I mean, I think he's a free agent, but you
They
could
missed
probably
on
sign him
Parker and Juju.
cheap. Yeah,
Those 2 guys hurt you.
Yeah.
And then not having a dynamic. Hunter Henry, I know he's a good player, but he's not like a dynamic tight end
there's not
who's.
many dynamic tight ends though anymore. There just isn't.
I don't know about that.
How many in the league are there? Here,
1,
we'll
2,
go through.
3, 4, 5.
We'll go through the NFL, and you
right.
say if they have a dynamic tight end or not.
You guys enjoying the show? There's a few ways that you can support the Dan and Ninko Show. First being subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Or you can become a super fan. Go to danandninko.com. First month is 50% off, so it's only $5 to subscribe. That gives you an exclusive chat with Ninko and I on Discord, access to exclusive content, 15% off our brand new merch store, which has some really cool stuff in it, our members only merch, and you get notified when we have special guests on the show. Miami, they have a dynamic tight end?
The Dolphins have...
No.
Who is their tight end, though?
I don't even know.
No, they have a dynamic receiver. That helps everybody.
Yes, but you're saying tight end.
No, just go. You don't have to go through every team. There's 5 tight ends in the league, right? Right? 5 tight ends. You got the 49ers,
Probably more than
Kittle.
5.
You got Kittle, okay? You got Kelsey, who's fallen off this year because he's 34 years old, but he's still a good tight end.
Yeah, I don't think he's dynamic anymore, though.
You have the dude from the Vikings who just blew his knee out.
Yeah.
He was a really good player.
ACL, MCL.
Yeah, that's going to suck. But he got paid, so good for him. The guy that's with the Giants, he's very good.
Who?
He was with the Raiders.
Waller?
Waller is a freak.
But he's never plays, though.
He's a freak. Who is the... I think that Everett kid's pretty damn good, too. What's the tight end for...
The old guy?
No, not the old guy.
What team are you talking about?
The Chargers. Don't the Chargers have a great tight end?
Gerald Everett?
Yeah.
Isn't he old?
No, I don't think so. I mean, he's not like a... Yeah, Gerald Everett. He's not old.
I think he is.
Let's see. Let's just go through it. Jared, no, they don't even have the right guys on this. Top 15
No,
tight
Gerald
ends.
Everett's, I guess, 29. I don't know.
Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, who's hurt. We're not even talking about him because he's hurt. George Kittle.
The Joku, I think, could be a big-time tight end for the Browns.
Hawkinson, good player. Kyle Pitts, Falcons, good player.
But he hasn't really done much, though, this year.
How do they put Taysom Hill on this? Waller, Dawson Knox. Knox is good. Bills, but not.
But he's not
crazy.
elite, though.
Gerald Everett's 15. Well, maybe you're right.
Yeah, it's not many of
But
them.
once you lost Gronk, you kind of lost a huge.
What's the
freak.
thing? The last freak that's left, really, is what, Kittle?
Yeah, I don't even think he's a freak though.
But
he's a good
full
player.
phase tight end, though.
Yeah, like a
guy that's gonna
run
block.
blocking. Yes.
Yeah, he's the last one.
Goddard is good too.
Yeah.
Eagles.
Goddard's good.
Goddard.
Yeah, I mean,
Pat Freiermuth.
you can get away, though, with like Hunter Henry and somebody else in your tight end room. If you go out, like, that's why I would be more proponent to if the Bears decided to draft a quarterback and get rid of Justin Fields, and you can get Justin Fields for like a 2nd or 3rd round pick, I would get Justin Fields and then use my top 5 pick on a wide receiver, whoever's, the best available. The kid from Washington or Marvin Harrison Jr., which I don't think he'll be available, but the kid from Washington I think will be available, Zuniga.
He's pissed off. Travis Kelce's pissed because he only has 968 yards. It's about 500 off of what he did last year.
Would you put it behind Kelsey to just think he'd retire after this year?
He won't retire. He's the guy that's going to go until he's either hurt or they kick him out.
I think
He's marking. He's making too much money off the field. 2 shots at once.
Getting to that point, though.
Campbell's chunky soup. Everything that you see him on
His
every
brother
freaking
might retire
day.
this year.
They're on the gravy train right now. They're making money in every single thing that they do. Every ad, the New Heights pod, every Campbell's soup, every P. Pfizer.
Yeah. Kelsey will be able to sell the wedding pictures for him and Taylor Swift for millions of dollars, probably. The rights to the pictures of the wedding.
2022, he had 12 touchdowns, 1,300 yards, 110 receptions. He's got 90 receptions this year, but he's only had 5 touchdowns. So it's so crazy how, well, I guess that's, you get Mahomes, you get Patrick Mahomes in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going for 8 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. He'll get it. He's going to get 1,000 yards, but
Well, Kelsey will.
yeah.
But it's part of him falling apart a little bit too, though, is like what's around him.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's not another weapon. I mean, you take Tyreek Hill off that team, it's different, right? Tyreek Hill is just a different player.
You see Mike McDaniel? Pull up Dan Marino, Mike McDaniel. What the heck? What is going? Dan's like, what the hell? Who's this guy? What's up with the pants? Oh,
The flood pants.
the flooded. He pulls them up on purpose.
Fuck your records, Dan.
Go for your records. What is wrong with dude? There's something wrong. He's probably on he's probably got a little spectrum going on, right?
Dan Marino can't hear him either.
How? He's right there.
Because it's in a stadium that people are.
He's the two people behind him. He's right
he
there.
Looked back. He?
He's probably like, who the hell is that?
Fuck out of here.
Who the hell's that idiot behind me?
Fuck your records,
Fuck your
Dan.
records, Dan.
We got Tua here. Have you seen Tua?
Dan Marino. I met him at Anthony's Coal Fired Pizza in Westwood.
Yeah.
I guess he's invested in them. They're a private restaurant.
Did you?
They started in Florida.
Did you fanboy?
No, I just talked to because
You didn't like Will Levis him?
No. Which that sucks. He got hurt. But when I was in Miami, I met him when I played for the Dolphins. He used to come in all the time, and he didn't remember me, but I was just like, "Hey, Dan, how you doing, man? Can I get your autograph?"
Did you?
No, I didn't.
I think you did.
I didn't. How many 1,000-yard seasons did Rob have?
Rob who?
Gronk. You know what's crazy? Rob's 34 years old. He's been retired 2 years. And
retired another year on top of that.
Yeah, so he retired 3 years. And Travis Kelce.
They're the same age, right?
Yeah, they're the same age. Oh, so oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, Kelsey's had double the amount of 1,000-yard seasons. That's insane.
I know you don't follow baseball at all, really.
Yeah.
But the Red Sox have been missing out on all these prospects. They said they were going to go all in on free agency. And normally the Red Sox are like a top 5 team spending in payroll, top 3 team.
They're the number 1 most expensive ticket.
Yeah. But they haven't been spending money in these recent years, and they haven't signed any marquee free agents so far this year. So are you on the camp of that John Henry should sell the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
they
are the most expensive ticket in town. Like you got to at least try to go out and win and put together the high. You have to have a top 3 payroll.
Well, sometimes these guys, especially the ownerships, they're so rich in the ownership groups. They're so wealthy. They know how to make money.
Yeah.
They know how to produce income.
Yeah.
And spending money, really, for the Red Sox, does them spending $1 billion on players make them more money with season ticket sales?
I mean,
no,
because the stadium's so small.
Yeah, I'm saying it's an iconic building. It's an iconic team. So the fan base is so loyal. Opening day, it's going to be packed.
Yeah.
They're going to make a shit ton of money. They're the most expensive ticket in baseball.
Yeah.
It's the most expensive ticket. So they did this breakdown, and I was listening to the radio the other day of ticket sales, concessions, parking, and it's by far the most expensive sport, like baseball game, to go see professionally.
Yeah.
It's number 1.
Then there's some people that just go there and just go buy some beers and walk around and
that's
don't
it.
actually watch the game.
That's it. Me. Guilty as charged. Well, guess what? You're going to have your season tickets and you're going to watch them be last place in the freaking division
I don't
again.
have season tickets.
You don't have season tickets?
No.
All right. Well,
that's too much of a commitment.
that's a lot. It's a lot of
82
games.
games.
It's a lot of games.
Like
but I think ownership realizes why are we chasing like the Dodgers spending $1 billion on 2 players when we could sit back, not spend any money, rake in another whatever hundreds of millions of dollars they make a season.
So you're saying the fan base then has a right?
The fan base, what the fan base should do is they should not show up.
I know, but I'm just saying. So
and let them deal with the consequences of not having a competitive team.
Yeah, but you're agreeing with the fan base that wants John Henry to sell the team because he's not spending money. Okay.
But the problem is, if you want him to sell the team, you're still lining his pockets with cash.
Yeah.
If you want him to sell the team, don't show up to the games.
Yeah. So
don't spend your money in his stadium making him millions and millions of dollars. Opening day, you know what would send a message? Opening day, crickets.
Yeah, nobody there.
Yeah.
The boycott.
Opening day, crickets. Now, that would be a hell of a statement.
Yeah.
Now they dive in their pockets.
Well, the commissioner would be coming out telling John Henry to sell the team and everything. Major League Baseball would be out. Here, we can't have this happen with this franchise.
Yeah. It's an iconic franchise. You got to go out and you got to be competitive.
Would you give the same advice now to Patriots fans then? If they
don't do anything?
If they don't go out and they don't really spend any money this offseason?
Yeah, it'll be the same thing as we saw this year. It'll be the same exact thing. It'll be identical.
I know.
So if you trade back and you get like 3-4 picks for your first round pick, and you pick a kicker that competes with the guy you got, and you pick.
Well, I'm not talking about the draft. I'm talking about just going out. You got, I think.
If they don't spend money.
When they cut J.C. Jackson, I think they have the most cap space.
If they don't go and spend money.
If they don't sign like 5 or 6 premier free agents.
Yeah. You're going to literally have a exact copy of what happened this year, next year.
But then should the fans then show the statement up that first game of the season, not show up?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
If you don't.
And tell Robert Kraft you have
to really. As a fan, you have to look at your offseason as progress towards what you're trying to do. And that's here with the Patriots. Every single year, you're trying to get to the playoffs. You're trying to do what we've done for a long time. Hasn't happened in 5 years. But you start to get frustrated with the process of value buys, trade downs. And then they'll argue, well, the year that they went and got Hunter Henry, they went and got Smith, and they went and paid all this money. They got Judon.
They paid money, but they had all these outs in these contracts. They weren't like very long. Like they weren't, and everybody and spending was down.
This has to be the biggest splash year for the Patriots that they've ever had. You guys enjoying the show? There's a few ways that you can support the Dan and Ninko Show. First being subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Or you can become a super fan. Go to danandninko.com. First month is 50% off, so it's only $5 to subscribe. That gives you an exclusive chat with Ninko and I on Discord, access to exclusive content, 15% off our brand new merch store, which has some really cool stuff in it, our members only merch, and you get notified when we have special guests on the show. Yeah.
This year has to be a big year. But what are you doing in the draft? Bang, you got to win.
But here's
what are you doing with free agents? You need a tackle. Go get a tackle because Trent Brown's going to be gone. Pay the other guy. You need some depth you need a guard because they need a guard.
I don't know if they need a guard. Strange was looking good before he got hurt.
He blew his knee out, so he's done.
He's not done.
Go have your patella replaced and see how you feel.
Logan played with
No, your patella's different. When this thing, pang, explodes.
Is that what it was, though?
I don't know.
Is that
what happened?
I think it was ACL.
No, I don't think it was his ACL.
I don't know. But anyway,
did they say it was an ACL?
They haven't said yet. Well,
I don't know. But if you hurt your knee, he hurt his knee at a bad time, so he's not going to be ready to go week 1.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though,
camp.
Right?
He'll be ready to go week 1, but not
in Boston or in New England, everybody's at outrage with the Red Sox, right? Because they're not spending money, and everybody wants John Henry to sell the team, and they're 11th in the league in payroll currently right now. They're the 11th highest team out of 30 teams, right? So they're better than over half of the teams. And everybody's complaining that John Henry's not spending the money and all that, which I think he's not spending the money either. They need to be like top 3, top 4.
Yeah, you're one of the top 5 franchises.
But then when you bring up things for the Patriots that Robert Kraft should maybe sell the team, they're 31st in the NFL in cash spending the last 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
31st.
Yeah. And it worked out when you had some.
They weren't even that low, though, when
key
they had
pieces.
Brady and everything. They were like 15th, 14th, 13th, and all. Like, they were always.
Hey, got to pay
the
for
top
that
half.
stadium renovation.
But yes, but that's the thing is, though, but now when you're 30th or 31st in cash spending, how can you expect a different outcome than you currently have?
No, you can't.
That's what I mean.
You have to go and spend the money.
So I think the outrage for selling the team should almost go more towards Kraft than even John Henry at this point.
It'd be a really rough day. It'd be really rough when you put the for sale sign up there and you get $6 billion.
But he doesn't want to do that, though.
Force me to sell this team. I'm going to take my $6 billion, make a 5% return on it conservatively.
But that's just for the franchise. I think then the
Yeah.
stadium's more money and all. You know,
No, you would sell the team for $6 billion. You would own the stadium
Yeah, no, lease
and
it.
then lease everything else. And you would continually make hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, but you know he doesn't want to sell the team, so he has to go out. He has to go out and spend money. And the thing is, I just don't think it's smart to go out and spend a ton of money and try to put together a winning team right away with getting a new coach. I think you need to have the current coach in order to have results. Because I think if you gave Bill Belichick, I think it's
I don't want
clear.
Bill to go.
If you give him
I want
the
Bill
weapons,
to stay.
If you give him the weapons,
That's
he's going to win
Ninko's-
games.
Ninko's take right now is the more I watch the season.
Last
and
week you wanted him to go.
No, that's
TJ.
not my true feelings.
What last
No,
week wasn't
I
it
said
that he
I
wanted
I
Kraft gone?
thought
Oh.
that he wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But if you were to ask me, what do you think the best possible scenario would be? You keep Bill, because if you look around the league right now, the best teams, and I would say, even the teams that are good, but kind of suspect, I question the head coaching.
Yeah.
So there's going to be moments in the playoffs where Sirianni, is he going to be able to outcoach somebody?
Yeah.
Is he going to outcoach a guy like Bill Belichick? I don't think so.
Well, that's why though.
You have to have that situational guy.
Yeah.
So you think about Harbaugh, right?
I know. That's what I was going to say. Harbaugh, or
Andy Reid.
You know, they're going to keep going.
So
right?
there's guys like, look at like Buffalo, for example.
Yeah, McDermott.
They really can't get over the hump.
No, and it's mostly, I think, because of McDermott.
And I think it's the head coach.
Yeah.
So you get into these big games and you lose these big games, just like McCarthy.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys
McCarthy's probably one of the best regular season head coaches of all time.
potentially get in the playoffs. If the Cowboys get beat in the first playoff game, McCarthy, I think Jerry Jones is going to let McCarthy go, because you got so much talent. You have all the pieces. If you can't win that game, it comes down to the head coach.
Yeah.
Simple.
But that's the thing, though, is that everybody looks and like you get like all these messages like, look at Shane Steichman out in Indianapolis. What the fuck has he done? He's been the coach there for a year this year. They're not really any better, or they're not really any worse than they've been. Like, I mean, what are they?
I mean, look at the Jets.
Yeah.
He needs to go too. That head coach needs to be replaced.
I know.
But they're going to go with him another year. They're going to be another shitty. I bet you they're 8-9, 9-8.
Yeah.
Middle of the road.
People don't get some of these, like, for every like good young coach that you hire, there's 10 or 15 that fail. And
You
the
know who
only
I
ones
think will
that-
be a good head coach is Pat Graham, the DC from the Raiders.
I don't think he's going to be a head coach this year, though.
Not this year, but I think eventually he'll be a head coach.
Yeah.
He does.
But the thing
does
is, like,
well.
somebody like Mike McDaniel, right, who he has a good offensive mind and everything, right? But if he didn't have Tyreek Hill
Or Waddle and Tyreek Hill.
yeah, like, where would they be? Would they be even a playoff team?
I think they'd be struggling.
That's what I mean. Like,
So the problem is when you have a coach, and I'm not in those meetings. I'm not in that room with the whole team and Mike McDaniel's up at the podium, but the awkwardness of him a little bit and the quirkiness of him. Yeah, it's funny and you laugh, and when things are great, everything's
when you're
great.
winning,
When you're winning, it's fine.
And then when you start losing,
Well, when you
it's
start
gonna be this
losing,
fucking dork.
and then you start questioning, and well, what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah,
idiot. You know, you got to have a little presence there. I don't know if he has the presence. Maybe he does. I'm not in that meeting I'm not in the meeting rooms and when he's breaking tape down, but there was always a presence with a good head coach. You know, I think of Bill Parcells when he was in front of the team.
Yeah.
You're like, holy shit, he's got a presence.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Bill
Sean
Belichick.
Payton, presence, kind of an asshole. Bill Belichick, presence, kind of an asshole. Call you out. Harbaugh, presence, kind of an asshole. Probably call you out. You got to
Andy Reid shoulder checking.
Andy Reid, I guarantee he's calling guys out.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is this, Kelsey?
Yeah.
Put your helmet on.
Well,
Treat her with respect.
I just love the fact that everybody wants Belichick to go, but like when you talk to these teams around the league, right, when they're interviewing these guys and they're all like,
to go.
No,
I think it'd be a shitty.
I'm just talking about like the overall fan base in general.
Yeah.
They all want him to go, but like, I mean, listen to some of what these other players are saying about him. Like, you know, he's the greatest coach ever. Like, you know, that don't even play for him. Like Kelsey said, it's one of the hardest matchups he has every year they play the Patriots, regardless of who they have on the team or anything, because of the way Bill Belichick can scheme it all. Like, if you have a team, I'm pretty sure, right? If Bill Belichick was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys right now, they would be Super Bowl favorites, right?
Yes.
I mean,
I would say that the Cowboys, if you put Bill on the Cowboys, if you put Bill with the Buffalo Bills,
yeah,
if you put Bill
with the
Dolphins, if you put Bill, I'll say the Chargers.
Yeah,
the Chargers season would have been completely different if Bill's the head coach because of the talent that they have.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, so let the guy surround him. You have the money now. Surround him with talent and let him go and just let him go coach it. And if it doesn't work, it is what it is. But like the odds of it working, I think, are extremely high. It's much higher than to bring in, you know, put Gerard Mayo up there or to bring in an outside coach in to coach the team. Because if you do that, it's going to be a 4 or 5 win team, even if you spend money, I think.
I know.
Because you're rebuilding everything then. Let's not rebuild everything. Let's just retool what you got and go. I mean,
we got a beer this week?
There's some in the fridge, I think. Let me check.
All right, what do we got? What do we got this week?
We got Exhibit A. It's called Right to Farm, a local malt lager series.
Malt lager? Malt. Give me that one.
This one? Can you give it a good, like a decent review?
I mean,
then?
if it's good. If it's not, what if it's shitty?
Fucking
Exhibit
6
A
is a good review.
It is a good. That's a solid. That's a solid
D.
6.
The D.
Hey, back in my day, 6s weren't bad. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink.
All right, one sip. Everybody knows the rules.
Let me smell it. Smells good.
It's got a nice little.
Okay. This is from Framingham. I like that.
That's good beer.
I like that. It's got a good finish. Kind of has a sweet finish. I like that a lot. I'm gonna go with 7.5.
Wow. That's fucking high score for
7.5.
Mr. 6 is a good score.
6 is a good score. That's why this is good.
What did you rate the first one that we did?
That was really good.
Yeah.
I think an 8-1.
Did you go that
Yeah,
high?
I think I went 8-1. You started with an 8. This is 7.5 all day. 7.5. You went 7.1.
7.005.
7.05. Who the hell does that?
That was on last week.
Yeah.
One before that, I think
Mine was a
I gave it
solid
like an
6.
something. I like this though.
Yeah. So what is it? You can't give it a solid score.
8.12.
You and your 1-2s. 8.12. Now you're really making these.
Good score.
Like you're really putting a lot of decibel here. Like 1, 2. We got an 8.1256.
You gotta be precise with this. You can't say, I'm giving it a 6. It's a good score.
I gave it a 6. A solid light beer. Solid drinkable. You could drink the hell out of it. 6. This is a nice local lager. It's not a light beer. It's a Northeast beautiful beer.
This is actually really good.
It's very good. It's 6% alcohol. It's not a light beer. So 7.5. Great score. Great score. Great beer. Love it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, Exhibit A Brewing Company.
Yes.
It's a nice beer.
It is really good. You got this locally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
You
big
got the
liquor store
Hummer
down the street.
outside. You got a Hummer. You got the electric car. Dan,
Hummer EV.
you went EV, huh?
Zoo.
You're really, really focused on the earth, keeping it clean.
I just like it's a cool truck.
It's cool. It's green.
Matte green.
It's matte green. Yes, matte green. You know that car is like 10,000 pounds.
Yeah, it
You
has the
would
batteries.
destroy anybody that you hit with
Yeah,
that thing.
the whole floor is batteries.
Yeah, it's all batteries.
Yeah.
So you would hit somebody, the whole thing explodes, and you're just
Yeah, I'd hit
Melted
Ninko's
instantly.
Corvette and just go right through it.
You're
You just cut
melting.
right through it. It's like hot
no.
butter.
You would jump over my
hot
Corvette.
knife, just right through it.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm driving the vet, I think if I hit that truck right now, its wheels are gonna run my skull over. Just bang, done.
This post of this thing, NFL Media just posted that the Patriots versus Broncos on Christmas Eve
flexed it.
averaged 10.4 million viewers, which was the most watched NFL Network game this season. It ranks
Really?
top 10 in history of NFL Network.
What?
Yeah.
How about my mother-in-law is here, and she even watched that game.
What, the Broncos game?
Yeah. I had about 8 gins, and I was passed out.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I had a headache. I had a headache
Did
so
you not
bad.
watch it?
I watched the first half, and then I literally was on the couch. Santa Claus was coming. Everything was set up. I woke up. Santa came.
Can't believe you missed him.
Can't believe I missed him. So I was drinking gin. And
Just straight gin?
No, so it was gin, cranberry, and a little bit of like cranberry tonic, like tonic soda, whatever. Not sugar.
Like a gin and tonic with cranberry.
Yeah. And it was tasty,
I like gin.
but it gave me a headache like right here.
Oh, it's because was it cheap gin?
It was the gin
Beefeater?
it was the gin that Brendan Lee gave us.
Which one?
He gave us a thing of gin. I drank it. It gave me a terrible headache.
Oh,
I don't know what brand it was. It was in that bag that he gave us, so maybe it wasn't the most expensive gin. Anyway, I didn't feel great.
I had a couple gin and tonics last night.
I didn't feel great because of that. I woke up. I thought I was.
You ever have like the higher end gin and tonics, like with like infused stuff and all
No.
that? They're really good.
No.
They're really good.
What's a high end gin?
Gin and tonic.
I know, but do they have ranges of gin?
Yeah.
So like the better the gin, the less hangover. I think
Yeah.
that's all.
The better the
I
the
don't
more
know.
distilled
I think
liquor.
alcohol
the less,
is alcohol, right? At the end of the day,
No,
it gives you a
it's like
headache.
doesn't box wine give you more of a headache than a
I
regular?
don't drink box wine.
I don't drink wine at all.
I'm saying your vodka. If you drink vodka out of a plastic bottle, or you drink the high end vodka, you're still going to get a hangover. Yeah, it's all about: are you dehydrated? Are you not? If you drink water, that's what it is. So how much charge? How many miles you get to the full tank of gas?
312.
Go all across the country on a single tank of gas.
312.
312.
Yeah.
And do you find that accurate, or when you start driving, it goes to like 212,
It's pretty accurate.
and then you plug it in at the house?
Yeah. I have a level 2 charger at the house.
And all
Charges
your-
about 18 miles an hour. Gives you.
18 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So you can't, like, if that's fully dead, it's like fucking 15 hours, 14 hours. Right?
Yeah, if it's fully dead.
How many miles do you drive that a day, you think?
30. 40.
I feel like if you're really a tree hugger and you really care about the earth, you would buy like a hybrid and not a fully electric car. Think about the amount of batteries in that sucker, man. 10,000 pounds.
It's a lot of batteries in it. The whole floor.
It's a shit ton of batteries.
Yeah. Because it's like 800 horsepower. Got to get going.
It's fast, right?
Yeah, it's 800 horsepower. It's fast.
How does it have horsepower if it's electric?
Because it still measures like speed and all
Is that what a horsepower is?
Yeah. Well, horsepower technically is literally the definition of it.
But
how
I'm
they used to
saying,
measure horsepower was like if you had a wagon and you had 10 horses, you had 10 horsepower.
I understand that. So how does it correlate to 800 now?
It's a measurement, I guess. It's
800
like on a dyno.
800 horse. You got 800 horses pulling that car.
I assume so. It must be some sort of speed thing. I don't know.
Anyway, well, if you get
just
stranded,
mag it.
let me
It's
know.
fast-
I'll come
it's
pick you up.
faster than your Corvette.
No, it ain't.
Just fucking zip right through past that Corvette.
We can have let's race across the country.
Okay.
Single tank of gas.
Yeah, but I can get further than you, and I guess got to stop and charge for like
you
10,
can't
15
get far.
minutes.
You can't get farther than me.
Like, yeah, because you're going to burn through fuel.
I put that thing in 6th or 7th gear on the highway. I'm getting the same range as you.
No, you're not. You can be the same range as me. I get an infinite amount of miles per gallon.
No, you don't.
I don't put any gallons
It's
in
not.
it.
It's mile range. You have a range in your battery pack. It's a range. You don't have miles per gallon.
Yeah, I know.
So it's range 300 miles.
You could probably only go like 200 miles on a tank in your Corvette.
No. That thing's got great miles to the gallon.
No, it doesn't.
Let's find out right now. The ZR1?
Yeah, you probably get like 11 miles a gallon. 11 miles a gallon.
No way. ZR1 range right here. Definitely not. This is definitely not. Corvette ZR1. ZR1 range.
278 miles.
All right.
You get 6.7 gallons per 100 miles.
Okay. Maybe
So I would make it further than you. You'd have to stop and go get
in
gas.
15 minutes I stop, I catch up to you.
And then I just keep passing you, though, because I'm going to pick up miles every time.
No, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Maybe we'll put a little generator in the back.
214 miles top speed, though. What if I'm top speed and just pinned?
Then you'll get like no miles per gallon.
I wonder what that works out to be, how far you can get if you're
I would like to
full
see
out.
you drive a EV for like a week because I think you'd freak out.
No, I drove one. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't love it. It doesn't give
what
you
EV did you drive?
the Porsche. They let me drive one of the
Taken or whatever?
Taken, yeah. It doesn't give you the same feel as a car, like a fun car. You just get on it. It doesn't even make noise.
It's like the Jetsons. Jetsons went fast, right? Just zoop.
I don't know. It's the way of the wave of the future, I guess.
You just freak out with the. You'd have range anxiety.
It's a cool car. I mean, shit. Well, I had range anxiety when I had the EV because I went to 2 places and they didn't work. The ones literally didn't even work. The second was at the stadium. Went and had dinner. Came back. I had like 12 miles. Gave me like 12 more miles, and it was plugged in for 2 hours.
Different levels of charge.
Yes, you got to have the high end.
Well, you're not supposed to use that often.
What, the high end one?
Yeah.
Why? Because it messes up the batteries.
Yeah. It's meant for like if you're going on a long trip and you got to stop somewhere to keep going. That's what it's meant for.
We don't have the infrastructure for it.
It's getting there.
Not even close. If everyone had an EV
money's
right now,
going
we'd
into
all
it.
be stuck. Did you also see that movie produced by the Obamas?
No,
You had the freaking Teslas freaking
just driving.
coming right at you. All the electric cars were just taking over. And you're walking down the street and a Tesla's coming at you full speed. Diving out of the way. Tesla. Bang. See you later. Yeah. Controlled. Satellites. Done. Listen, you're on a 2-lane highway. It's 55 miles an hour, right? That Tesla, last second, that's all it takes is this. Dead.
I get Super Cruise in that.
Yeah, that sucker's going to super cruise you right into a freaking viaduct.
No, it's just gonna run through things.
No. That thing, imagine just going super cruise and then somebody up there goes, Dan O'Brien, delete. And your
hold the
ass
wheel.
goes super cruise, boo, bang.
The minute
Right into a pole.
Yeah, but the minute if you're holding the wheel, the minute there's any resistance, it'll turn the cruise off.
No.
Yes, it does.
Once it's controlled, man. Yeah, it is. Because, you ever have a remote control?
Same thing though is like with your.
It's the guy up
Cadillacs-
there.
with your Cadillac says OnStar, right?
I don't subscribe.
You get it automatically
Nope.
when you buy it.
No, I don't ever renew it. They
Doesn't matter
can't
if you
drive
renew it or
your
not.
car through OnStar. They can't drive it.
Yes, they can.
No, they cannot.
Have
No,
you
they
seen
cannot.
Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, I love Fast and Furious.
That they control the cars and everything and make them like just jump off the.
I'm saying, like the Teslas, you can summon your car, right? You summon it. Hey, Tesla, come here, and it comes to you.
Yeah.
Some that thing's controlled by something. AI hates American. Hey, we're gonna get you. Did you see that movie?
Which movie?
The freaking movie that.
The Julia Roberts one?
Yes.
No, the ratings are so bad. I'm not gonna waste my time.
No, it's freaky, man.
Have you watched Squid Games yet?
You don't really. I want to watch it, but you don't die. It's not like you're really dying.
We got a lot of positive thing on the movies that we did last week.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing like the top.
People like my number one.
I didn't see anything about like what they were, like what the picks were. What about the top? What's your top 5 comedies of all time?
You guys enjoying the show? There's a few ways that you can support the Dan and Ninko Show. First being subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Or you can become a super fan. Go to danandninko.com. First month is 50% off, so it's only $5 to subscribe. That gives you an exclusive chat with Ninko and I on Discord, access to exclusive content, 15% off our brand new merch store, which has some really cool stuff in it. Our members only merch, and you get notified when we have special guests on the show.
Ooh, top 5 comedy.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber. I love Dumb and Dumber.
I don't think they can be in the top
Mock.
5.
Yeah. Ing. Yeah. Bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mockingbird on everybody. Guys.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Dumb and Dumber. Let's go Old School. Love Old School.
Yeah.
You old school guy?
Yeah. That's top 5. Definitely top 5.
Definitely love Old School. Dumb and Dumber, Old School. You gotta have Step Brothers.
Yep.
A lot of Will Ferrell because it's just funny shit. Step Brothers, hilarious. Doback, whatever Doback. Call me Dad.
Take your liver spotted hands off my mother.
She's had the old bull. She wants a piece of the young calf. Dude, there's so many good, funny movies.
How is the tomato meter on Step Brothers only 55%? That's terrible.
It's nerds doing the voting. There's gotta be okay. So that's I said Old School. Oh man, I don't want to go with another Will Ferrell, but there's so many of them.
Yeah, it's like
Like the
Anchorman.
Campaign is ridiculously funny.
Yeah. Campaign's fucking
It's
hilarious.
hilarious.
It's so underrated.
Nobody
Most people
even
talk
talks
it.
about the
Yeah.
Campaign.
It's freaking hilarious.
It's the dinner, the table scene with the little kid, the little fat kid.
Put a firefly on my
ridiculous.
butthole. That whole movie.
The Campaign. People think it's so
just
stupid that they don't give it the proper. Yeah, that one right there. It's right there. Campaign.
Yeah. They tell you about
51.
a communist manifesto called Rainbow Land.
I
wrote that when I was 5.
I'm not like The Hangover to me. I didn't think it was like The Hangover is okay. It's not crazy.
Yeah, I don't have the hangover.
Yeah.
I think number 1.
You know what's a really funny movie? The First Nutty Professor.
It's funny.
Clayton. Oh, my baby got some gas. Ooh. The first one. It's
The number 1 comedy of all time.
come on. Nobody gave it the.
Number 1 would be Superbad.
That's a good one.
That's really
Number
good.
1 of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Super bad.
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing some good.
Oh, you got Billy Madison,
shit.
Happy Gilmore.
No, it gets funny, but that's like our kid.
Ace Ventura.
Super bad. Ace Ventura's. That's my kid zone. Any
My
Jim
kid
Carrey
zone.
stuff's funny.
The Big Lebowski.
Not really laugh out loud comedy.
Yeah. Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy's funny. Tommy want wingy. Superbad's
Office Space.
that's a great one.
It's a
Office
really good one.
Space. Yeah, Office Space is a good one.
TV Anchorman.
Anchorman's funny. More Will Ferrell.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Great movie. Saw that the other day. Yeah, that's a great movie.
Borat is really good too.
I love Borat.
I like all of them.
Hi,
all
I'm
of them.
Bruno. That's a messed up movie, man. Bruno. Oh, man. Borat makes me cry, but that's my
The
comedy.
Dictator's funny too.
That's
though.
my kind of comedy,
Yeah.
Borat. It's
The Dictator though.
my
Is fucking funny. Have you seen
my
that?
sister.
Have you seen The Dictator though?
The Dictator?
Yeah.
I haven't seen The Dictator.
That's Sacha Baron Cohen. Like,
Yeah.
and he's the dictator of like this country. And they have like an Olympics, and he starts off in the blocks running, and he starts running, and the people are starting to beat him, so he starts shooting them. Then runs for the thing.
That guy is out of control.
Oh, he's
He's
fucking
actually
hilarious.
married. You know who he's married to? The redhead from Wedding Crashers,
Yeah.
the crazy
Yeah,
one.
that's another good movie.
That
Wedding
is
Crashers.
Wedding Crashers is great.
They're supposed to be making another one. There's something about Mary.
There's a lot. We don't even have a top list right now.
I don't think
There's
you
some
can.
good shit.
Naked Gun.
I love Naked Gun.
I knew you would like
love
that.
Naked. That's my dad's favorite movie, Naked Gun. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Caddyshack. If you want to go to like an
Do you know
old
what?
school.
Pull up on YouTube. This is my dad's favorite scene. Naked Gun hospital bed scene. My dad, Captain Insano, freaking cries at this part of the movie. This right here. This is the best. You got to make. This is the best. OJ. Jeez.
Mrs. Nordberg, I think we can save your husband's arm. Where would you like it sent?
Oh, Frank, I'm so glad you came.
Well, that's good to see you. I came as soon as I heard.
Well, thank you, Frank.
You bet. Where's Nordberg? Oh, he's right here, Frank. Right. Nordberg. Me. Frank, your buddy.
Get the switch on the button of the fan!
Nordberg.
This part.
Me, Frank.
He just
Now, who did this
dies.
for you?
Love you.
I love you too, Nordberg. Who were they?
Ship. Boat.
That's right, Nordberg. A boat. Now, when you're better, we'll go sailing together on a boat. We'll take a cruise just like last year.
Drugs.
Hey, nurse. Quick, give this man some drugs. Quick, can't you see he's in pain?
No.
Give him a shot, quickly.
No. Heroin. Heroin, Frank.
Nordberg, that's a pretty tall order. You're gonna have to give me a couple of days on that one.
Oh, my
part.
Nordberg. Oh,
Now
he was
that's
such
the
a
way to
good
go.
man, Frank. He never wanted to hurt anyone. Who would do such a thing?
Oh, it's hard to tell. Be a roving gang of thugs, a blackmailer, an angry husband, a gay lover. Frank, get a hold of yourself. Good cop. Needlessly cut down an ambush by some cowardly hoodlum. There's no way for a man to die. Yeah, you're right, Ed. A parachute not opening, that's the way to die. Getting caught in the gears of a combine. Having your nuts bit off by a Laplander, that's the way I want to go.
Oh, Frank. Oh, this is terrible.
Don't you worry, Wilma. Your husband is going to be all right. Don't you worry about anything. Just think positive. Never let a doubt enter your mind.
He's right, Wilma. But I wouldn't wait until the last minute to fill out those organ donor cards.
What I'm trying to say is that, Wilma, as soon as Nordberg is better, he's welcome back at Police Squad.
Unless he's a drooling vegetable. But I think that's only common sense.
Wilma, can you think of any reason that Nordberg was at the waterfront last night?
No. But I found this at home in a drawer.
Photograph.
That's a great movie.
I love you out of Caracas. A Panamanian ship. Frank, when Nordberg said, I love you, he was telling you the name of the ship.
I realize that. Now.
We'd better check this out.
I want every available man on this.
I can't spare anybody, Frank. You know we're in charge of security for Queen Elizabeth's visit. I'm short-handed already.
Wilma, I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars.
No, let's go get
Now,
some
let's
more.
grab a bite to eat.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, that's a classic.
Have you seen that new movie, the Bill Burr one, Old Dads, on Netflix?
I haven't.
You gotta see
Yeah,
that.
I gotta check. I hear that one's
Oh,
hilarious.
another good movie that we forgot about was Zoolander. I love Zoolander.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
I saw
Mugatu?
that a long time ago, but
What else is there? Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, party time, excellent. I see. I didn't. I guess I was too young. I didn't get that one.
I like Wayne's World. Tommy Boy we talked about.
How High.
How High is very good.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Me hungry.
Team America is pretty good.
That's ridiculous. America.
Fuck yeah.
The scene.
Super Troopers.
Super Hot Chicks and Super Troopers. No, not yeah. I was thinking Space Starship Trooper.
Starship Trooper.
Yeah.
That's not really a comedy though.
Kinda.
Blades of Glory. Is a good one.
Blades of Glory. Euro Trip.
Yeah, Euro Trip's funny.
Funny as shit.
Scotty didn't know. Scotty didn't know.
We're going Berlin. Yeah.
What the fuck's the name of it? The beer drinking one.
Oh, Beer Fest.
Yeah.
That's a good one too. Beer Fest. Dude, I'm 2 picks away, bro. I'm 2 with 2 weeks to go. I'm winning it this week.
You want to do picks now?
Let's do picks because I feel like I'm.
You only got 2 weeks left.
I'm right on the tail winning this thing.
2 weeks left.
I'm hot on it. Hot on it. Two to go.
Thursday night. Jets at the Browns.
You guys enjoying the show? There's a few ways that you can support the Dan and Ninko Show. First being subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Or you can become a super fan. Go to danandninko.com. First month is 50% off, so it's only $5 to subscribe. That gives you an exclusive chat with Ninko and I on Discord, access to exclusive content, 15% off our brand new merch store, which has some really cool stuff in it, our members only merch, and you get notified when we have special guests on the show.
Browns.
This is a good game. Saturday. Lions at the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I'm going to go Cowboys on that one, too. Another good game. Wow. Dolphins at Ravens.
Ravens.
Falcons at Bears.
Bears.
Raiders at Colts.
Raiders.
I'll go Colts on that one. Panthers at Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Even though they don't look very good. Titans at Texans.
Texans.
Rams at Giants.
Rams. I almost went Giants because of Tyrod.
Cardinals at Eagles.
Eagles.
Saints at Buccaneers. I'm going to go Buccaneers on it.
Fuck. I'm going to go Saints.
All right. 49ers at Commanders.
49ers.
Steelers at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I'm going to go with Seahawks. Bengals at Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Chargers at Broncos.
Broncos, especially with Stidham.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos with Stidham. I don't believe in Easton Stick. Packers at Vikings.
Packers.
I don't even know who to go with this one. I'm going to go Packers just because they're the only ones that have a quarterback. Then you're going to have Sunday, 1 p.m., the Patriots at the Bills.
Come on, do the Patriots.
I'll go with Patriots.
All right.
They already beat him once.
I know, but
Mac Jones.
a little different this time around.
Why is it different?
The Bills are in playoff hunt. They need to win.
They were in playoff hunt then too.
No, it was early in the season.
No, they were struggling during that part. They've just got lucky the last few weeks.
It's gonna be wet and nasty, I think, in Buffalo this weekend.
They barely beat the Chargers last week.
Yep.
Then they beat the Cowboys really bad. They barely beat the Chiefs. If Tony doesn't line up offsides, they lose that game.
I still go with Buffalo.
They lost to the Eagles.
They got a better offense. They're gonna score, and it's at home. It's a tough place to play.
Yeah, but I don't think the fans are gonna be as into it because it's not like the Patriots are like.
Dude, they hate us. They're gonna be into it. Hate our guts, and they're gonna get wasted.
Yeah. Sweet. So if I win this for the third year in a row, what's gonna be running through your mind? Like
that I suck.
That you just
we should put
it?
something on it. Like, I gotta buy something. It's over with now. Next year.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm gonna be 0-3. What the fuck? It's bullshit. Because here you go with the trends. I go with
I go with
some
picking
balls
correctly.
Yeah, I know.
I pick the Patriots every week.
I know.
I still beat you. That was a big win for me last week with picking the Patriots. And you picked.
I know.
You picked the Broncos.
What? Sounded like a great pick.
You picked the Broncos every single week.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were going to be better. Okay, at home. Thought the Patriots were packing it in for that second overall pick.
How about the Celtics though on Christmas Day?
How about
beating up on the Lakers?
How about Detroit? The Pistons just set a record.
Yeah.
Most consecutive losses.
The Celtics play them.
Dude, they shouldn't get paid. Don't you think that if you suck that bad, you should not get paid?
Yeah, but it's not really the team itself. It's just the ownership and the
I like the
front
Celtics.
office that put it together.
What is Tatum doing this year differently than he did last year? Put some weight on.
Yeah, put a little bit of weight on. But I mean, you also have Porzingis.
Porzingis
is such a
he's good, man.
Oh yeah, Porzingis is.
He's got to stay healthy. It's so key that he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Wasn't he been hurt though?
He's
such a big guy.
big,
Those big like giants, they get hurt.
But they've been
easy.
kind of they don't have them play back to backs anymore and stuff like that. They're
Load
starting to
management.
preserve
Load management.
Well, because the thing is, if you get into the playoffs and you're healthy with this team,
they're gonna be up. They're gonna be competing for championships.
They have the best starting five in the NBA.
They're gonna be fine.
And Porzingis is like a number one in a lot of teams, and on this team, he's the number 3. I mean,
that helps.
And then you still have Derek White now. That's starting to score 20 points a game. You still have Drew Holiday that's playing really well.
I think I might go Friday.
I'm going next Friday.
I might go Friday. Might
They
go to the
this
game.
Friday?
Who they play? I think they play
the Raptors.
Raptors, yeah. Raptors are good this year, right?
No.
Well, because I'll show you what I watch.
I'm going on the 5th. Yeah, but this Friday they play the Raptors. Raptors are 11-18. Celtics are 23-6.
Yeah, they're gonna kick their ass.
But at least
who they play on Thursday?
They play Thursday and play Detroit.
Raptors.
No, they play Detroit on Thursday. Then Friday they play the Raptors.
2 cakewalks.
They're just good. The only thing is though is you might not get, depending on who plays tomorrow, you might not see Porzingis.
Yeah, they're gonna sit him down
unless they sit him down this first game and then they have him play the second game.
It'd be awesome to be managed like that. Like, well, you're a big guy. I don't want to overdo it.
Didn't they do that with you in your career?
No,
you played like 50% of the snaps.
On punt team. Fucking yeah,
no,
because
your last year.
My last year, I was on punt team.
Oh,
I was on special teams my whole life.
Was Chandler on?
No, you don't put like your investments that could potentially get hurt on special teams. You put the expendable guys that are white on kickoff, fucking punt.
So it was like you, Tully Banacane.
Yeah, guys that if they get hurt, they're like, screw it. He gave us a lot, but move on to the next. Yeah, my last year I didn't play as much because I was old, and it was like
the Super Bowl you played a lot though. That Super Bowl, did you?
Yeah, 70% bonuses and shit. So let's keep them. But
what percentage of the snaps did you play in the Super Bowl, the last game?
I don't even remember.
A lot, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably a lot. But it was like packages. Like were we in base? When they got up, we were in a lot of base. Early down stuff because they're running the football. A lot of your
snaps, right?
We split. It was me, Long, and Jabal.
That's right, Jabal
Sherd.
Yeah.
Rotation, which nice to be it would suck to play 100% of snaps. Like when you're a pass rusher on third down.
Well, that's the thing.
It's nice to not
playing a lot of snaps.
It's
now.
nice to not be gassed when you're trying to rush the quarterback. But you got some key pieces. Like if you look at all the best D lines now, they have a rotation.
Yeah,
the guys are playing about.
You have to have multiple guys.
30 snaps. Yeah.
That's like the biggest thing. You can't.
Well, that's what helps. You're going against an offensive line. You don't rotate offensive linemen. So you got an offensive lineman that's played 100% of the snaps. You bring in a fresh changeup guy that's fresh, ready to go. That's when you can, get a play on somebody. But back when I was young, now I'm just an old fart.
Yeah, that nobody knows. So you think that Belichick is going to be back? Wait, you want him to be back, but do you think he's going to be back next year?
Man. This is where the public perception might influence Kraft. I feel like the public was kind of influencing him to move on, and maybe now there's a change of heart. People are seeing a little bit of, well, maybe the grass isn't greener. Maybe we should keep him another year.
But you're not a typical 4-12, 4-11 team.
No, because your defense is the best in the league.
Yeah, but what I mean is,
and
like,
you could have potentially won 8 games if they've lost a lot of games by close. But then they also got their asses beat in a couple games.
You only got your ass beat twice.
Twice, yeah.
And the rest
Cowboys,
of the games you've been
Saints.
in. Yeah, but you've been in those rest of those games. So you're not that typical 4-win team where you're just getting your ass kicked every single week, and every now and again you get lucky. They've kind of got unlucky in a lot of those games. There's been some calls that have went the opposite way, stuff like that. So it's not. I don't think it's a lost cause with where the team's at. I mean, they had some injuries. They made mistakes with the quarterback position. I think if you had went out and got a Jacoby Brissett or something like that, you'd probably have more wins because you could have put him in sooner.
What do the fans think? What do you think the next head coach of the Patriots should be next year? Bill or other? Bill or other?
Yeah.
You think Bill?
I think Bill.
I think Bill.
I think he deserves it.
I don't know the other. Mayo? It's either Bill or Mayo.
That's what I think. Is you don't think Kraft's going to hire somebody he doesn't know?
No. I think it's got to be. It's either going to be Bill or Mayo. It's going to be Bill or Mayo.
Yeah.
That's it.
There's no other thing.
No other. So maybe does Mayo need another year? Does Mayo leave if he's not the guy?
Did you see that the Lions offense coordinator who's going to be the next $15 million a year? Do you think Kraft's going to pay him $15 million a year?
I think here's the thing though. If Bill, this is what could potentially happen. If Bill is the next coach, Mayo won't be the guy. He will not even be here. So if Bill has another bad year, you're not going to have that option for Mayo.
Yeah.
He's going to leave. And
unless he goes to be a coordinator somewhere, and then you could bring him back the following year as head coach.
I don't know, because then at that point, are you fed up with the fact that you were kind of strung along,
or what if Kraft came out and said, "Listen, Bill is going to be the coach here until he breaks the record, or next year or whatever."
You can't.
But Gerard Mayo is now the assistant head coach.
He already is.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Joe Judge is.
Stupid. Fucking get it. Well, I don't get it.
Yeah. But if you came out and said that, I think that might work. But I think you need to get a GM now.
Yeah.
Why not go get the guy that got fired from the Raiders? You know him. He obviously had the right ideas out there. Yeah, he had the right ideas.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you gotta add some more assistant coaches though. Maybe
Quality.
That's where you bring in guys from the outside, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
And then maybe those guys could then, after a year or two, one of those guys could kind of ascend and be that next coach. I'm kind of worried that Bill O'Brien is going to be the OC next year, though, because he hasn't really done well this year.
No, he hasn't. But all the writing on the walls kind of pointing towards that.
And most of these quarterbacks that are in the draft are guys that can move and all that, and can Billy O'Brien adjust to having a mobile quarterback?
I don't know. Billy O'Brien, hothead himself, tough chin.
I mean, Deshaun Watson was kind of a mobile quarterback, right?
Not really. They didn't have design runs.
Yeah.
He was just a mobile guy, and he didn't have Lamar Jackson quarterback design plays where you run the football
like Fields.
Yeah, you don't do that, but time will tell.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a wrap on 118. I want to say to everybody out there, have a happy and safe New Year. and we'll see you in 2024.
Yeah. Well, same thing. Have a happy and safe New Year. When we come back in 2024 next week, maybe Ninko's beard will be back.
It'll be
fully back.
Yeah, next week.
And then
I'm gonna grow like yours.
Yeah, you're not.
No, I can't. It takes too long. I get frustrated with
dedication.
it. I'm not patient. I'm impatient.
Yeah. But we'll see you guys next week. Check us out on danandninko.com. Buy your merch. Subscribe to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, the whole 9 yards. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys. Take care.